I got this, I got this. Ah! Thank you for teaching me how to buffer that. I really don't know who my main character is in this game anymore because every time we stream we play a different character. And basically I just really want to play this girl Zafina because she looks like she's literally wearing tights for clothing. Peach colored tights. That way you don't have to make them actually naked. If you aren't familiar with this, today's a sponsored stream. Thank you to today's sponsor, Mixbox. Full disclaimer, right here at the beginning of the stream, Zafina. Mixbox is in the chat. Everyone say hello to Mixbox. You can actually ask them questions directly. Alright, left-right combo. And then you end up in this stance. What the? What is this? Help! What is this? That's kind of creepy. That's the freakiest thing I've ever seen. What the? What is this? I am so confused right now. What? Is that even physically possible? I'm gonna do the sample combo now. Usually I go through the whole move list, but it takes forever and I don't remember any of the moves anyway. I gotta read these colors. The colors, Duke, the colors. Oh, I like that. Combo number 2. That looks cool. I'm trying to figure out how to do the second part of this. I think I'm in this mantis stance and then I go 1, 2. Alright, I'll watch the demo first. Stance, 1, 2. Oh, there's a dash forward, okay. Games like Street Fighter or anime fighters are of course more flashy, but in my opinion, less skillful overall. I don't know if it's less skillful, but you'd be absolutely right in saying that games like Street Fighter or anime fighters have fewer dimensions. Because this game has a lot of what Street Fighter has, but in addition to that, you also have sidestepping and position, like your position in the stage. But for the same reason, Street Fighter can also be a little bit more tense because you're locked into the dimensions, the things that you can do. With Tekken, like it's almost like the more dimensions you add to a game, like the less tension that you end up having in it. Whereas for example, I mean, the best example is just to use that Android game, Footsies, as the best example. Like you can only do like 2 things in the game. Move back, move forward, kick punch. I think that's basically it. I think there's like 1 combo in it. And I think as a result it's really, really tense because you're only looking out for 2 things. Is it gonna be this or is it gonna be that? Well, you know, not 2 things, but a reduced set of things. Anyway, I think that makes it more tense. So for me, with Tekken and Dead or Alive, because there's so many things that you could do, move into the screen, move out of the screen, you can still jump in this game, you can move forward, you can get them up to the wall, do wall bounce combos and stuff. I think it actually makes it kind of less tense. But you might be right, there might be more skill involved. It's a lot of fun to play though. Oh yeah, fighting games are massively preference. It's a shame about fighting games, isn't it? Because I feel like a lot of companies want to turn them into esports, but it's so difficult to turn something into a sport when it's like one-on-one. Most watched sports are the ones where there's like 15 people on the pitch, on a team. So there's like 30 people. There's a lot of people on the pitch. And I think what's difficult with Street Fighter is it's difficult for people to pick a favorite. Because there's either this guy or that guy. And if you don't know who Momochi is, and you don't know who Daigo is, you're not going to get a lot from this match, right? But when you're watching soccer, there's like 30 people on the pitch. There's a bunch of referees. There's players who aren't even on the pitch right now. They're just waiting on the bleachers, on the bench. And so it's like AKB48. That's the reason why team sports are so successful. Because it's like AKB48. If you don't like that girl and you don't like that girl, there's 46 others that you could probably find one that you like. That's why team sports are more popular than Street Fighter. What am I talking about? Alright, moving on to the next combo. I love this. All that stuff I was saying about the game not having style, I was wrong. One of the most satisfying things you can do on a Mixbox is anything that's dash dash down forward. Because it feels so satisfying. I mean, it's satisfying on an arcade stick as well. I'm gonna stop rushing. I just sometimes get so impatient. Yeah, it should just come out. Can I ask how long you've been playing Tekken? Basically, no time at all. I basically only stream it every now and then when like new characters come out, or I don't know, when I'm playing with friends, but I never really practice it. I think it depends on the person. I have the opposite problem. I can't root for one player on a team sport unless they really stand out. Well, I feel like on all team sports, you know, American football, you've got like the quarterback, or in British football, soccer, you've got like the strikers. There's always the 2 or 3 people who are in charge of taking all the points, and so there's always someone that you're supposed to be looking at, and then there's all the people who you may root for because you don't really care who's making the points. You want to find the other guys who are the fastest runners or all that. I find that with a team sport, it's just going to be easier to find someone that you want to support. Whereas with one-on-one, it's easier if you just happen to know who the players are on stage. But if you don't know who those 2 people are, then it's like, how do I get behind this person? I don't know who they are. Can someone tell me why it's not... I'm dashing. I am dashing. Press forward slower. To play fighting games, you really need to master the art of doing something really boring and being okay with it. I'm getting Tekken later today. I played it a few times at friends' houses. It was a lot of fun, but I'm from Mortal Kombat. Any tips for a new player to get better at the game? Well, you'll have to ask the people in the chat. I'm afraid I don't know a lot about getting better at this game, but I do enjoy playing it. As a beginner at Tekken, I found one of the most important things about this was learning that you're guarding up most of the time, and you're only guarding down when you feel like a low attack is gonna come, because a lot of the attacks come from high up. So you just have to guard down when necessary. Whereas it was like the opposite for Street Fighter. For Street Fighter, you want to be holding down back like all the time, because you're gonna get tripped up a lot and opened up low. But again, I'm not a master at the game. I found that learning to block high most of the time really helped. All right, I will get this. I will get this. Oh, that got it! I'll tell you what, delaying the down forward 1 gave me more airtime. The reason I'm spending so much time on this is because I want to get the timing. I feel like it's a Tekken thing. I feel like the timing that I want to do this is different to how Tekken wants me to do it. So I'm just trying to get used to delaying things a bit more. It's a bit like when I was playing Unist. Alright, so I'm rushing between the different parts of this combo. There's 4 parts. It's rushing around. Electric Spice, yo man, thanks so much for the help. If you're a Street Fighter player and you're trying to get into Tekken, like we are today, something that I'm finding is that it's a bit like going from Street Fighter 4 to Street Fighter 5. Everything has a lot of weight. Everything has like a weighty, sort of delayed feel to it. In SF5 you kind of bash out your combos super fast, but in Tekken there's a cadence to it. Yeah, I would say that's probably a really nice way of describing it.
Fate cannot be changed.
Yeah, when I take my time, it's so much easier. I like the left. I like the Akira. What do you call the name of that guy with the hand? When can I press the button? I'm looking at her animation. She does this rage thing. It's after she's like recovering from it. Oh, this is the back 1-1-2. Oh. Oh. No, dash. I got this, I got this. Haha. I can't do it anymore. Yo!
Did I make it in time?
Toka, you did make it in time. This is, I feel like I'm really close here. After B1, don't let go of 1 and press 2. Oh! Not a bad idea. Thank you for teaching me how to buffer that. That puts one less stressful element into the act of pressing 2 buttons at the same time. Who'd have thought that pressing 2 buttons at the same time would be so stressful? These are the worst t-shirts of all time. It's hideous. I'm sorry, whoever said to check out these outfits was wrong. And let's get the matching... Oh, this is the dumbest thing. Purchase? No. Yes! You gotta love Japanese options. Always defaulting you to no. And then once you've purchased it, you haven't actually worn it. You got to actually press the button. Again. You gotta love Japanese game design. Buy it? No? Yes? Select? Okay, now you're wearing it. Hey NihongoGamer, I wanted to say thanks. Watched your video where you changed your Hori RAP4 buttons with Sanwa buttons and it was extremely helpful. I'm glad to hear it. You know, sometimes even when someone's not an expert at something, just the fact that there's a video online has helped me so many times. A lot of people aren't experts on opening up a computer, right? But, for example, like I had that do you remember I had that mini laptop? It was called like the GPD Pocket. And I wanted to figure out how to like more efficiently cool it. And in the end I never actually opened it. But I found a bunch of videos of people who, it's like, they're not especially computer experts or anything, but they had done an unscrewing and opening of the laptop. And basically, if you guys are creators out there, don't let anyone put you down from making videos just because you're not an expert. Because fighting games grew up in the arcades, you got to play if you were good, you know? If you didn't win, you had to go to the back of the queue, line up again, and then pay money again. But if you won, you didn't pay any extra money, and you had to sit on the machine for as long as you like, as long as you're better than everybody else. So it was actually, it's like a community built up on the survival of the fittest, right? Which is why it's a really amazing, cool thing. But when it translates over to content creation, I think people have this same idea that you need to be the best to make a video about something. You need to have proven your worth to make a video about something. And I always find that I get so much help from videos that I watch by complete amateurs who have never done a certain thing before. And then they just do this, they just try it because they bought this product, they wanted to open it up and show the world what's inside. It's like, that made so much difference for, basically because I love niche stuff. Like for example, I don't have one here, but you know, like microphones. Like I wanted to know what was inside the capsule here, and it turns out the Blue Yeti microphone. You know, I just wanted to know what microphone capsules were really inside. And it's actually got tiny little mini capsules in an XY arrangement, and basically, I wouldn't have known that if some amateur hadn't just gone and made a video without being an expert. So, you know, one of the really cool things about fighting games, for sure, is that people had to prove their worth to be worth listening to have a voice in the community. You gotta be good, right? I respect that. I think that's great. But don't let that stop you from making content. This is for everyone, not for just this one person who just commented. But yeah. Great, so look. Alright, so the game and the video, I see. Yeah, so you never know where inspiration's gonna hit you, and it's so valuable that YouTube kind of enables people to make content whether or not they're experts. Because that's what YouTube is. It's not expert tube, it's not professional tube, it's not big corporations make a channel and they instantly succeed. It's just individuals having a go. Been meaning to catch a stream. I absolutely love your YouTube content. Keep up the good work. Subpar SC, thank you so much. You got me into playing Tekken 7 with the Negan video. Man, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear it. Man, but I'm just so grateful myself to all the YouTubers that I've watched and streamers that I've watched who aren't experts at anything. They just make content and it's made a big difference. She looks like she bought all her clothes at a charity shop. Which is fine. If that's where you buy your clothes, I'm not insulting you. I'm just saying, I don't think it matches. Look, she's like Spider-Woman. There's so much potential here. They literally took her to a charity shop and they said, pick some clothes. It's not a good outfit. What's good about this outfit? You can pick this stuff up at Daiso. No, guys, I mean, I'm obviously partially joking. I don't think the outfits are awful, but come on. She does look like she walks out of a charity shop. I buy all my clothes at charity shops because I don't believe in spending money on letting corporations like make new products. Quick, I need tips. What do I do after this? What would you do after this? Quick, tell me. Oh, that move wasn't finished. You should play Lei. He has 5 animal moves: a drunken stance, play dead stance, and a back turn stance. Oh god. That sounds like my worst nightmare. Anyway guys, I've really enjoyed this stream, but I do need to go to work. So thank you very much to Mixbox for sponsoring this stream. You can check them out at Mixbox. It's just disappeared as I was pointing at it. There it is. You can go to mixboxarcade.com, check out their products if you're interested. They've got the tilted version and the non-tilted version, the universal and the non-universal edition. It's good fun when I'm playing on Tekken and DOA. Follow us on Twitter as well, at NihongoGamer, and there should be a link somewhere below the Twitch stream to the Discord. Thanks for chilling out. I really like having these like slightly more chilled out, warmed down sessions at the end of the stream. It's good fun for me. And thanks for Mixbox for sponsoring this stream. See you next time, bye!